Okay, so I'm in the process of removing the heat exchanger. I removed the burners from here, and there was a panel, and this where the connection of the inducer motor comes in here. So as you see, I was talking about the tubular heat exchanger. So as you see, I already removed there was a panel here. As you see, the inducer motor is here, and it sucks the flame from here. This is the inner of the heat exchanger, inlet of heat exchanger chambers. Now remember, every chamber is anywhere between 20 to 25,000 BTU, so we got 6 of these. This is at least 120. Yeah, this is 120. So these are actually at 20,000 BTU each. Okay, so they make 120. Okay, and so the blower here, in the other video you see, the inducer motor will suck the flame. It will be sucked into the tubular heat exchanger. I will show you later the path. I believe they go, all of them, into here. They all come here, they've been sucked. And then after that, they go into this guy here. And we will see, I think there's another heat exchanger. And then, because this is a high efficiency heat exchanger, remember, every time you have a high efficiency furnace, you have a regular heat exchanger, and then you have the secondary or auxiliary heat exchanger, which is more fine. So that's how they suck. That's how they suck the most of the heat of the combustion, and then you have only 5 to 3% or 4% of your gas bill that you're paying going in the chimney. The 95% of your gas bill is heating your house. 80% is different. 80%, we will talk about it later. So remember, a flame goes in here, it's been sucked, and then you remember there's a panel here, it's sealed. So the flame comes in here and automatically will go into the hole. And I believe here we have a secondary heat exchanger. We're gonna see it soon. Okay, so basically there's nothing else holding this this heat exchanger. Is all gone. Remember, the burner's compartment was here. The gas valve was here, the inducer. So I removed all the screws, I believe. Let me just check. And it's ready to go, I think, yeah. Sometime it could be held from the back also. But this one, let's just make sure in case. So now let me see if I can remove the heat exchanger. This is a heavy one. It's a big one. But we're going to see it together, okay? See, I don't want to put my hand on top of that insulation. I hate it. It's very, it's ready to go. So basically it's ready to go. I will show you the size. I will show you the size of it. Sorry guys. Sorry. I lost balance. I had to put a mask. I don't want to breathe that insulation thing. Okay, so I think it's all ready to go. Let me see if I can remove these screws. Maybe they are squeezing it. Okay, so now, there's something holding it. One more time. No, please. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. So I'm gonna remove the other screws. There is something holding it, but I'm gonna remove these screws as well, just in case. I feel there is something holding it. No, there's nothing really holding it. It's crazy. So now, wow. Okay, here it is. Okay. So as you look, as you see it, as you see it. Sorry guys, that was horrible. I appreciate your patience. Wow, it's still full. Somebody forgot it. Anyway, so as you see, the heat exchanger, as you see here, is basically the regular 80%. And then, as you remember that pipe, it will take these burners into the pipe. Now the pipe will go into very fine path, right? And that's how they suck all the heat from the burners, from the fire, and that's how they make it really more efficient, right? You can see here. Now a lot of times, you know, if you remove the filter and you look from underneath here, let me show you 1 second. If you look underneath, basically in this window here, basically this is the main supply. That's where the air goes. And basically it will be hitting here. So a lot of times in my field, when I'm working all these years, I see this thing is completely plugged with dirt. So what I do, I usually grab a brush and I clean it like this. But this is really not bad. I have seen worse. People forget to change the filter, or the filter is bad and they don't change it. Usually all the dirt will come and stuck in here. This is one of the downsides of the high efficiency, because high efficiency has this problem where if this is plugged, it's gonna plug the air. The air doesn't go through, and it will cause problems. Other than that, the 80%, they don't have that fine, you know, restrictive auxiliary heat exchange. They have only the 80%, and the 80% usually is, as you see, it's open wide, so the air can go through, and it's not gonna build anywhere. This is another good thing with the 80%. They never have a problem with it being stuck. Now the other thing is, remember there's a lot of sweating going on. So there's always water coming in here. That's why you have here the drain. This is the drain where it condensates. Now if you see this here, that means the burners were not adjusted. So at some point, the limit switch basically here and monitors the temperature of the air. At some point, the limit switch was not able to protect the heat exchanger from frying. You see these marks? Sometimes can crack. You can see a crack in here. Why is that? Because the burners were so strong, and no matter how strong is the blower running, is not able to remove that heat 100%. It's not able to cool it, guy. and the limit is not able to stop the system because the temperature was not getting to the really like dangerous level. So what happened is the flame was too strong. The blower is trying so hard to remove the heat. The limit is not sensing really dangerous temperature because there is some air coming on. But at the same time, this was frying. I believe this could look like orange. You know how when you heat the metal, this could look really like orange at some point. Why? Again, because the burners were not adjusted. And in a case like this, I keep touching this, I hate it. In a case like this, if you put your thermometer on the supply, right on top of the furnace, like let's say you have duct on top of the furnace, you put thermometer there, I guarantee you the temperature of the air is more than 130. I have seen sometimes can be 180. So basically you're heating the house so quickly with a lot of heat in one section of the house more than the other because it's close, whatever closer you are to the burners. That's why when you're sitting sometimes next to a register, you can feel the air is really hot. It bothers you. You just want to move. So the idea is, I couldn't show you on this furnace how to adjust the gas valve because there was a problem with the inducer motor. But you need to adjust the gas valve in a way where you have anywhere between 100 to 130. Now, I might be wrong. I know there's a lot of sophistication. There's a lot of different formula and engineering, and I don't really care. I see what it works because I have been doing this for 26 years. And believe it or not, I have seen houses where the air was coming out 100 degree, and they never had a problem. The heat was fine, 10, 20 below. They never complained to me. Everything was working fine. Why? Because if the house has a good insulation, good windows, and the air is coming here is 105, 110, it will heat the house no matter what you do. But if the gas is open wide and you have like 180 degrees, it will heat the house as well. But nobody sees the real world. We see it. That's what happened to the heat to the thing. And then if you have it adjusted, the furnace will work less deterioration, less wear and tear, and will live forever. That's why a lot of time I go to a furnace 20 years old, it looks like a new. It's 20 years old, it looks like a new. And some furnaces like Carrier high efficiency or whatever, like only 8 years old, and it look like they're all rusted because it's been frying like crazy all the time. Okay, this is the thing you need to know. And again, I have other videos and other models, different furnaces, how to adjust the gas valve. I will be going through it more in details. Okay, that's all for the heat exchanger. And then, believe it or not, the furnace, you will never have to replace it. Everything in the furnace is replaceable. But again, like anything else, if there's no money in something, nobody will talk about it. Who's going to come to your house and change the heat exchanger, grab it from Carrier or Trane for free because it's warranted, and put it for you for $500? It's going to take the whole day. Nobody's going to do it. They'd rather change the furnace with AC and make it $8,000 or something. Okay, thanks for your time. We're going to go to another video later, another brand new furnace. I appreciate your time.